was my man. This is probably irreparable.
Mind your business and keep Will Smith's wife's name out your mouth!
A showdown is on the way, and it's between two of the biggest members in Hollywood. Today, we're going to head into the world of Tinseltown secrets. And this time, it's between two titans of TV, Eddie Murphy and Will Smith. But this isn't your average celebrity feud. This one is about exposing secrets. Eddie Murphy has been a staple in the comedy and TV world for years, and now is taking it upon himself to peel off the mask that is Will Smith's public persona. Eddie is apparently ready to drop some bombshells and expose the tightly kept secrets Will Smith has kept behind his superstar facade. But before we get into it, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to never miss out on any new videos. It's free and helps us tremendously bring out new content for your enjoyment. Okay, first things first. Everyone is wondering, why is Eddie doing this? Well, it all started with the Oscar drama. So here's the backstory. On a glamorous night at the Golden Globes, Eddie Murphy was accepting a Lifetime Achievement Award, and he couldn't resist throwing a little shade while he was at it. Now, we've seen it before from Eddie. It's that face, that little look that makes us all kind of perk up, waiting to hear what else he's about to give us. And with that, Eddie shared his wisdom to the crowd.
I want to let you know that there is a definitive blueprint that you can follow to achieve success, prosperity, longevity, and peace of mind. Just do these three things. Pay your taxes, mind your business, and keep Will Smith's wife's name out your mouth!
Cue the crowd going wild. Eddie delivered his joke at the perfect time. It was on the heels of that infamous moment at the 2022 Oscars. And at least this act brought some laughs, whereas the whole Will Smith smacking Chris Rock for joking about his wife, that one got some drop jaws. Now, you might be wondering, did Eddie have any regrets or encounters with the parties involved after that whole situation? Well, when the chaos settled down, Eddie Murphy found himself facing a barrage of questions from reporters backstage. They were very curious to know if he had spoken to Will Smith or Chris Rock since the incident. With that same little grin that he had on stage, Eddie simply replied,
"No, I haven't, but I love both of them."
But Eddie didn't stop there. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, the 61-year-old comedy legend opened up about his true feelings. He said,
Because in reality, I've worked with Jada. I love Will and I love Chris and Will, and it's all love.
Now, you might be wondering if Eddie thinks he'll be hearing from Will Smith after that epic joke. Well, when Extra asked him that question, Eddie coolly replied with a resounding no. But don't get it twisted, folks. Eddie Murphy reiterated his love and admiration for both Will and Chris, who are no strangers to the world of comedy, of course. In fact, Eddie even hinted at what he would do if he were hosting the upcoming Oscars. He confessed to Extra,
"If I was hosting the Oscars, I would have worked that joke that I did right in there in some kind of way. I think you have to say something about it, but then you move on."
I totally agree, Eddie. And you know what? It is nice to see that he still has that unapologetic love for Will Smith, Chris Rock, and the art of comedy. Despite the slap that was heard around the world, it's all good vibes and laughter. Eddie's ready to crack the jokes and keep that love flowing, proving that in that wild world of Hollywood, a little humor can heal even the most epic of slaps. But apparently, Eddie's joke, it didn't heal much for Will. In fact, it left him feeling a bit cut down. Now, I get it. It's gotta be hard to have someone laugh at your expense, especially when it's someone you consider a friend making a joke. And at an awards show. Deep down, we can't help but wonder, is Will Smith secretly fuming at Eddie for bringing up that moment on such a public platform? Well, let's dive into the world of possibilities. While we can't read Will's mind, it's reasonable to assume that he might have some mixed emotions about Eddie's joke. After all, the slap incident was quite a headline grabber, and having it resurface during another prestigious award show might not be the most comfortable situation.
This is probably irreparable.
Will Smith was always known for his cool and composed demeanor. He's an accomplished actor who has been in the spotlight for years. But after the chaos of the 2022 Oscars, we've seen a completely different side to Will, one that isn't immune to frustration and now some jokes at his expense. We can only imagine that behind closed doors, Will might have raised an eyebrow or even let out a frustrated sigh when he heard about Eddie's quip. And now, since Will has been turning this into something huge, Eddie Murphy is on a bit of a mission to reveal the hidden side of Will Smith. What are those secrets that he's going to spill? Well, today, we're going to take a look at what's happening behind closed doors and some of those secrets that seem to be seeping through the cracks. The biggest and most consistent secret that maybe he's considering leaking could be about Will Smith's sexuality. The man is pretty close to the Smith family, so it wouldn't surprise me if he knows the ins and outs. Imagine this. Some people out there have their own theories about Will Smith's marriage to Jada. They speculate that Will was actually gay and didn't want to embarrass Jada by revealing that their relationship wasn't based on a strong physical connection. So to avoid any judgment or awkwardness, they might have decided to claim that they had an open marriage. Some folks believe that this would give Will the freedom to explore his own desires without facing any scrutiny. Then comes Trisha, that tea-spilling YouTuber who always has some controversial insights. In a very dramatic video on her YouTube page, she had some choice words for Jada. The catalyst for this drama was Jada's public criticism of Shane Dawson, another YouTube personality who had been facing intense backlash. Trisha did not hold back and suggested that Jada take a good look in the mirror instead of pointing fingers. She brought up some really eyebrow-raising accusations, like how Jada should be more concerned about her daughter allegedly being in bed at 13 with a 20-year-old boyfriend. Trisha even dropped another bombshell, claiming that Will cheated on Jada with one of her male dancers who apparently was not interested in getting involved. So cue another YouTuber. This time, it's the mastermind behind stirring up controversies, Keemstar. He actually claimed to have reached out to Trisha to get some more details on these very scandalous allegations. And according to Keemstar, Trisha started to backtrack when she was pressed for more specifics. Apparently, she admitted that she wasn't personally present during the incidents and that she could not confirm the truth behind them. So, did she do it for the views? Or is there a nugget of truth somewhere in this? And now that Eddie is out to expose Will's secrets, he's also calling out the fact that Will never really said anything to Jada when she cheated on him with a man their kid's age. I mean, it was one thing to admit that whole entanglement on live TV with August Alsina. Maybe Will didn't want to address it because he didn't want to become a meme again. But still, it's got people wondering, why didn't he freak out or get visibly upset? Well, let's explore and take a look at some of those theories floating around. Here's the thing. Will's seemingly lackluster reaction when the news broke raised some eyebrows. You'd expect some sort of fireworks or at least a statement, right? But no, Will seemed surprisingly composed about the whole thing. Now, some armchair analysts have thrown out the idea that Will and Jada might have an unconventional understanding or arrangement. You know, the kind that allows for a little bit of freedom with their relationship. This notion has fueled that speculation that there's more to their story than meets the eye. Could they be practicing that open relationship? Who knows? Or is there also a possibility that Will Smith is gay and that when Jada cheated on him, he kind of saw it coming because he wasn't giving the woman what she wanted? There's also the other rumor that he didn't react to the cheating because it's very much possible that the two have an arrangement where Will can have relations outside of the marriage with men and Jada can satisfy her needs elsewhere. So, with all of these rumors, folks are on the edge of their seats, waiting for Eddie Murphy to drop the mic. He's never been one to shy away from speaking his mind, and many believe that he may hold the key to unleashing the truth behind the Smith family. One thing's for sure, though. With Eddie Murphy in the mix, there will be no shortage of entertainment. The question is, will Will Smith step up and address the secrets head-on, or will he stay quiet, waiting for his publicist to give him that perfect response? Something's coming, and we're ready to find out. So, what do you think? Comment down below and let us know. If you like this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see my next video. I post updates like this every week, where I uncover the secrets of your favorite celebrities.